What's going on, guys? Kind of stoked. I got my Evo 2 Pro Autel 6K back in rotation. Really excited because I did miss this orange little beautiful pumpkin of a drone. So today I'm going to talk to you briefly about Autel Care and my experience, actually my first experience with Autel Care. I'm used to using DJI Refresh because I've had DJI drones for 5+ years. And the Autel Care, this was my first Autel drone, the Evo 2 Pro 6K. I got it probably, I want to say, I don't even know how long it's been. Regardless, I got this relatively recently, my first Autel, and the Autel Care is comparable to DJI Refresh. It was $179 for the Evo 2 Pro 8K. I mean, sorry, it's It's $189 for the Evo 2 Pro 6K, and for the 8K Evo 2, it's $179. That will give you the 1-year plan with 2 incidences, so you have 2 different crashes, essentially, with each plan that will carry you through 1 year. So you have 1 year, 2 crashes, peace of mind. The first crash for me was $169, and I believe if you have another incident, it's like $189 or something. So essentially, you have to pay for the shipping to ship the drone back to Autel. So basically $200 each crash or each incident, and that will kind of get you a brand new replacement drone. Now this brand new replacement drone is not brand new, it's actually a refurbished unit, but at the same time, it looks brand new. It's pretty much brand new spec, kind of comparable to getting a new iPhone if you have a incident or you use Apple Care, for example. Same thing with DJI Refresh, you get a Mavic 2 Pro, brand new one from having a crash, they'll send you one in a box, kind of comparable to what I got from Autel today. So this came in the mail today. Again, today's the 30th, 13 days out. This is what I got. It came in this kind of box. So this is an Evo 2 Pro 6K. Basically, this is what we get. So nice little box, sealed. We're gonna take it out or show you. This was the drone that was in this box. It came with the full set of props, the battery that I sent in. This was where the drone was placed. We have a charger and cable. So we got the power cable and charger. I don't need it because I got the hub. So this is a spare for now. We have the remote. So essentially the remote is with my Skyfire at home charging. I kind of rigged it back up to my Skyfire gear, but it was a brand new looking remote, not brand new. It was also refurbished from what Autel said. So comparable to this, but brand new looking. I'm pretty compulsive with my gear. It was sparkly, out of the box new looking, and no complaints for me. So refurbished, kind of get over it. They give you, I believe, a 6-month guarantee with the refurbished unit. And of course, if you have another crash that's on you, you can utilize your other Autel Care replacement. So this has a couple cables that I don't have in here, and it came with 1 extra prop of each side. So that's it. That's all that's in the box. And easy breezy, pretty simple. So put this guy back over here. Voila. And there we go. But what was I going to say? The efficiency of the program was really easy. So essentially what happened was I crashed on the 17th. That same day I called Autel. I got them on the phone, told them I hit a power line. I recovered the drone. Basically they sent me an email, generated the case or generated the whole incident. And from there I received an email when I got back home later on that evening from my job. I had to give them the serial number, my shipping address. I gave them also some details about the crash, what exactly happened. I sent them some high-res iPhone photos of the actual drone and what was damaged. So one of the arms was cracked, and really that was about it. I think they asked for a couple other little details, but whatever they sent in the email was really simple. Just basically give them what they need, and then you email them back, and that starts the whole process. They sent me a label. I paid for shipping, 20 bucks or something, not a big deal. So I shipped it back, paid that out of my pocket, and it got back to Autel, like shipped it on basically a few days. So it got to them, and again, 13-day turnaround from start to finish, and really pretty cool. I mean, it was seamless, kind of comparable to DJI Refresh, maybe even a little bit easier because you can get them on the phone and they're not a DJI type huge company based out of China. So I would say a more pleasant experience overall. The only downside is Autel Care is only a 1-year program and plan. So unlike DJI, who has 2-year option, Autel does not have that yet. I would highly suggesting if you guys are Autel Care fans or you buy this with your Autel drones, to suggest to Autel that they offer a 2-year plan. I think it would be really nice to renew this and pay a little bit more at the end of our plans, or to have that option open to us and pay $300, for example, for a 2-year plan when we buy our new drones. A lot of people will use Skywatch or some other insurance to cover their hauls. I get that. But for me, I have everything and I have both, and I just rather have added peace of mind and call it a day. Really pretty simple. Basically what happened was when I got the drone, I called Autel on the phone just to have them walk me through to make sure I was doing everything the correct way. I essentially just powered it on, connected to my phone, made sure I was connected to Wi-Fi, and it ran through the firmware update. I didn't need to activate it because apparently Autel activated it on their end, so it was already activated, so it was associated with the Autel Care plan. And now if I do have an incident with this drone, it will be covered and I could utilize the other replacement. So again, essentially you get 2 replacements out of the 1-year plan, and basically that was it. Up and running, activated, firmware updated. I'm charging all my batteries, put my Skyfire stuff back on my remote, and good to go. I can start working tomorrow or later on today if I needed to or wanted to. So obviously if you can, I would suggest getting a backup of whatever your main drone is. I have a couple other drones that I can utilize as backup, but eventually I will buy the version 2 of this drone and have that as my primary and use this one as my backup, or vice versa, whatever. So it's always a good thing because then if I was on a job, I crashed, I won't even have to think about it. I just take that one, deal with it later, or deal with it later in the day, and call Autel and get that whole Autel Care experience going and started. And then I can just go ahead and grab my other drone and start flying and continue and at least wrap the job that I'm on. But what else is there to know? So I think the Autel Care thing, I forgot what it is. Actually, let me see. The Autel Care, I'm not actually sure exactly how much it is. I believe it was, I want to say $189. I don't know what it was exactly, but I'll put the prices up now for the Autel Care for the 8K and the 6K, and it is good for 1 year only. They don't have a 2-year program, which is kind of unfortunate, so I'm hoping Autel will implement a 2-year Autel Care because that will be really nice, so you can actually renew or buy a 2-year plan when you do buy your drone. I'm hoping this helps. It was pretty, you crash into something, you have an incident, your beautiful little drone is not able to be flown anymore because you messed up and effed up and not good. But, that's why we buy this Autel Care, or that's why you would consider buying Autel Care, because you have that added peace of mind while you're flying and it's not going to cost you anything more than $200. So I'm hoping this helps, guys. If it does give you any information on Autel Care that you found helpful, hit the thumbs up button. It does help these videos. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned. A big part of this YouTube game, to me, to record more videos, is just getting your gear dialed. So you have the camera and your mics and stuff that you can easily get up and running. So I kind of have a little workflow up that I utilize my iPhone for certain things and my Sony for certain things and my Nikon for certain things, meaning recording the actual videos. I kind of like this wireless Go 2 mic setup. So again, stay tuned. I'm still honing in on the entire YouTube game and trying to get going and get a little momentum. I'm at a kind of crossroads of my journey. I'm not sure if I'm going to be staying here for the winter or moving to Big Island, Hawaii, Hilo kind of lower Puna side. I'm kind of figuring that all out. So stay tuned, see where I end up. I could be in front of the ocean very shortly, or I can still be here, maybe even freezing my ass off in the winter, which I kind of don't like. But again, we'll see what happens. We will go with the flow and see where the universe kind of takes me. And that's it for now. Aloha, guys. Peace.